So, where will we go? We'll just travel
down
around
the waterway.
down the
so
waterway?
up that way and
Okay.
left.
Up that way
And we can go all the way along.
Oh, cool. And we'll have to come back because at the moment the camera on the outside of the car isn't there. So the only real thing people get is through the back window and through your window there.
Right.
As I move my way around. And there you go. So now I'll do my intro. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Outback. No, I'll start that again. Welcome to Hypnosis in Action. My name is Stephen Anderson. I am the Outback hypnotist, and this is where I jump in my camouflage Smartie car and go looking for leaders and really cool people to talk to. And today I've got a really cool person to talk to. She has her own magic wand. This is Melanie. This is Melanie Young. Hello, Melanie.
Hello.
So what we do, or the reason for this, I told you I stole the idea off the guy with Carpool Karaoke.
You did.
But the reason for it is I believe that we all hypnotise ourselves every day, okay? But most of us do it the wrong way. And I am looking for special people, and someone has told me that you are special people.
Well, that's great.
Okay.
I like to think I'm special.
And we drive around and we have a chat.
Fantastic.
And I try and work out what you are thinking and what you are doing and what you are believing that's different to most people, okay? And that's my hypnotising people every day. How's that sound?
I love it.
So can I start with this question?
You can.
Where do you fit in your family,
Oh,
and how has that worked at making you the person you are today?
fit in my family, as in my actual immediate family.
As your actual immediate family.
Being the only female and the oldest, I have a younger brother. And I'm very different to my family. So I grew up in a Christian household, my mother being a minister in the Uniting Church for many years. So I did come up with, I have a great family background. So that is, I'm very, very blessed that my parents are still very happily married today after 50 something years. And we are a very close-knit family. So I had a very loving upbringing, which I think is, I'm so blessed to have that because so many people today don't have that.
That is so true.
And my parents are my best friends. Say that?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah.
So I see them every week. My brother's in Sydney, so we're here in Queensland, so I don't see him as often. But very, very close-knit family. Yeah, had a great upbringing. Great upbringing. But I am different. I am a little different to my family. They are.
Okay.
So yes, I'm a Christian, and I'd also add to that I'm spiritual.
And you're spiritual.
And I'm spiritual. Yes.
So, yeah, okay. So, expand on how you think differently to your parents.
Well, my parents are. We're a Christian family, so we have the Christian ideals which we love.
Yep.
And the difference is, I suppose, where I am slightly different is that I also have a look at other religions as well, because I think that there's place for all of them.
Yep.
Whereas a lot of Christianity, they're stuck in their doctrine of what their specific.
I believe what some Christian people think of me, because I call myself a hypnotist.
Yeah, exactly. So this is where I consider myself more spiritual. I'm more expanded and open in my awareness of. Because there's some amazing different religions out there that are all based around love and supporting each other, and that's what I'm all about.
Okay.
And we're all connected.
All about love and supporting each other.
Totally, 100%.
Okay, and does that travel through to the rest of your life?
Absolutely.
And
to me,
to your working life?
Yes. So really my work is all about bringing people back to who they really are.
Okay.
Because we forget.
We do forget.
We forget who we really are. And to me, this is so. And then, of course, that when we forget who we really are, then we become very sick, and then we experience dis-ease physically and bodily. And if that's not dealt with as it comes in, then things over time can stack until then we get some really major diseases. And people then suffer for. A lot of my clients have suffered with their dis-ease, whatever that may be, physically, and of course then that causes the emotional stuff to stacks, and they just don't, that they exist, they survive, they're not thriving. So my goal in life is for anybody who comes onto my path is to get them back to who they really are, to get their minds and bodies back into balance, because I'm a mind-bodyologist.
Right. Mind-bodyologist, I like that. I do like that. Yeah, I'm going to patent it.
No, you're not allowed to do that. I'm going to do that.
Okay, so here's the question.
Yes.
When, at what age did you realise that, oh, I think differently?
Yeah. When I gave myself cancer in my 20s. Yes.
In your 20s?
In my 20s. And I say I gave it to myself because I did.
Yes.
I didn't realise it at the time, of course. So just a little bit about my background. So probably I forgot who I was around 7.
Okay, I need you to expand on that.
Okay.
I forgot who I was at 7.
At 7.
Now that's a very interesting age to forget such things.
Yes, so most of us do forget. I guess, because at 7, and again, coming from a fantastic, great upbringing, and I really did. I was living in a bubble of joy and happiness. I was being a kid. I'm very blessed to have had that upbringing. And I just remember we were living in Perth at the time, and we went to my parents' best friend's place for a swim in the pool, and they have 2 daughters, and we were having a lovely time, and I just remember I needed to ask my mother something, so I went into the kitchen, which was adjacent to the laundry, so I came through the laundry. They were chatting, and they didn't hear me come in, but I heard them saying, my mum's friend to my mother, geez, Mel's getting fat.
Oh.
Now I was 7. And up until that point in time, I had never, body image, it wasn't even in my world. It wasn't in my world. And I certainly wasn't fat. I was just typical 7-year-old child. But something in me triggered that day. And I forgot who I really was. And her daughters were when I then compared my body to theirs, were very thin compared to me. They were almost underweight, very, very skinny. And then something in me just decided that that's what I was supposed to look like. So for the next 30 years, I had major body image issues. Did everything I could to try and be. Back in those days, it was Twiggy was the thing.
Yes.
For a lot of your viewers, I wouldn't know who Twiggy was. No. But that was what I aspired to look like. So I don't even have
Twiggy was actually quite voluptuous.
Well, in my mind, Twiggy was skinny.
Right. Okay. In today's
today's
magazines.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So the equivalent today, I suppose, would be about, I don't know, maybe an L1 person.
Yeah.
Something of your story. But very tall, thin, and of course I'm not tall. I'm not over 6 foot, so I don't know I'm ever going to attract that. But that's what my little brain took in, and so that's where all of my self-abuse started, and it just elevated, and of course then my vibration lowered, and I started attracting into my life all those things that one attracts when you're living in a very low level of vibration. So it is a little bit on the law of attraction, which of course I didn't know anything about until much later. So it then became to the point where through school I would always cover up. It was 40 degrees heat in Perth, and I used to wear ponchos and cover up because I was embarrassed.
Yes.
Of course, all sorts of issues.
So this started at 7 years of age, which is grade 2, and continued right the way through school?
Into my 30s.
Into your 30s?
Yeah, I'm in my 50s now.
Right.
So a long time.
Okay.
So consequently, having all those challenges, I then attracted being sexually assaulted in my teens. Again, because I think the vibration that I was living at, I was doing not heavy drugs, but some drugs and alcohol. Didn't love myself at all. And this is where I said I think I forgot who I was. I forgot what I really was. I then attracted obviously an abusive relationship, and that was the next 8 years of my life, and it was very uncomfortable, it was very hurtful, and of course my self-esteem, if I had any, I lost it completely. And I remember I used to say to myself almost daily, if only and of course coming up through a Christian household at the time, not at the time, but where my mind was at the time, and I married in the church, so I ended up marrying this loser. Till death us do part was the vow.
It's pretty hard to break that vow, isn't it?
So I thought, well, married this
Especially with the
person.
mum who's a minister.
She wasn't at that time,
Right.
but that led into her becoming one.
Yeah.
But yes, we were a Christian family. So I started saying to myself, well, if only I could get really, really sick and nearly die, I'll stop treating me this way. And I said it with enough punch.
Yeah.
That's what I created. So I gave it to myself in my throat. And I think, you know, looking back at what I know now, I think I did that because that's where I needed to learn to speak up.
Oh, okay.
Of course I didn't speak because I had too much fear. So I got out of that relationship. And then, so that's, to answer your question, long story short, that's where it all started. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, I did that.
Yeah.
I created that. Wow. That was amazing.
That's it.
Yes, and here's the funny part about all that. When I, later on in years, because I've done a lot of self-help things throughout the years, that journey started with a man called Anthony Robbins.
Can I tell you something that excites me just a little bit? I do videos. I don't know if you picked up on that.
Yeah.
I was checking one of them that I wanted to send to someone, and you know how at the end of your video, all the suggested things come up? Next one, Tony Robbins. Go.
Yes. So I worked on Tony's group for 25 years.
Did you really?
Yes, so I've been around Tony for a long time. And,
That's so exciting.
So that's a whole other story. So I've got so many stories.
Yeah.
And that was a great experience. So what I learned from his initial program, which was Unleashed. I don't know what it was called. Yeah. Was incredible. Guys, if any of you are ever thinking about you want to make some major shifts in your life, I can highly recommend you go and do Tony Robbins. Unleash the Power Within. It's a 3.5-day weekend. Brilliant. Changed everything for me. So that's where everything started to shift. And that's when I then started, the healing started coming in, and then I got more and more onto this self-help path.
Yep.
And met an amazing man that then helped me. And together we did sort of this journey. And, you know, when I then went and talked to my mum about, you know, why didn't she stick up for me that day? She said, Mel, we weren't having a discussion about you.
No.
What you've taken in.
Yeah.
And this is what we all know now. What we take in, what we believe is true for us, whether it's true or not, becomes true for us.
Yeah.
So it's a really big part of what I do because, of course, over time I've learned to then build my self-esteem and to come back into who I truly am, which is the infinite being that we all are, that's connected to everything and everybody. And that pure source is love. So
Pure source of love.
pure source is love.
So tell me, do you feel that your mum was not talking about you or your mum's friend, or do you feel that that's simply a conversation that's so far in her past that she's completely forgotten?
Either. It doesn't matter whether she said it. It's what it created for me out of it, and I'm so grateful for the experience, and I'm so grateful for the cancer because I created it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the tools and techniques back then to uncreate it, whereas I think today, well, it wouldn't happen today because I'm not in that vibration, that low level vibration. So my whole work now is around helping people raise their vibration, raise their energy levels, their vibration. Because what we focus on,
can you have a vibration that's too high?
I would say it depends on your definition of too high.
Well, my understanding is low vibration is
So as an example, low vibration for me would be people that are carrying around anger, shame, guilt.
So you are not talking about a physical vibration within us that compares across the spectrum of living beings.
Well, it becomes, if it's an energetic vibration. So it becomes physical because it becomes heavy. So if we're feeling heavy within our body and our being, then we're probably living our life in what I'd call a low level vibration. But for people that have a lot of hate and anger and fury and resentment and jealousy, they're all lower level vibrations. Yeah. And if you're living in that area and that anger for over a period of time, it will affect you physically. I guarantee it will affect you physically. People that have a lot of stress and anxiety in their life.
I tell people often, I'm a teacher that has been teaching for 20 years, and I've just gone back. And I went back because I'm doing this hypnosis thing, and I realised this isn't that easy to turn into a business because hypnosis scares the hell out of everyone. And so I'll upgrade my quals and I'll go back teaching as a backup. And I found out I actually really enjoy it. It's great fun.
So teaching children?
High school students.
Oh,
Kids,
see now there, I love working with kids that age.
And but walking into the staff rooms of the people that are teaching those children is not generally, not always. The school I'm at now is actually pretty cool. But I was at a couple last year that a green haze of anger and anxiety, hunger.
So how can they create positive in their life if they're sending out energetic vibrations, is what I call them, energy vibrations of negativity. That what we focus on, we attract. If we put negative out, we get negative back. If we put positive out, we get positive. It's like if you squeeze a lemon, you can't get orange juice out of it. You can only get lemon juice. And what is in us comes out, emotionally and physically, is my belief. I was focusing on negativity, lack, thinking I was hopeless, pathetic, I was useless, I had no self-esteem, I was fat, I was ugly. So all I was attracting was that back into my life through abuse of people, basically men abusing me. And I thought how could I possibly attract anything else but that?
So men now, you've spent a long time being abused. How are you coping with men now?
I have no problems now. I do love men. I love men. I love helping men. I love working with men.
Right.
I think men have a real heart. I really feel for men living today. I really feel for men living in today. We could drive around for weeks talking on this subject because I'm very passionate about helping men. And when I do work with them in the clinic, I'm so grateful that they've chosen to come, because I think they have it hard these days. You know, women are now empowered. They're having their own careers. They're able to somehow. I mean, women are amazing as well.
Yeah.
You know, they manage to be able to have families and still hold down careers, and I think guys today, a lot of them have lost their place. You know, the old days where the men's job was to...
It's not that far ago.
You know, and it's not.
It's our parents. Your parents
exactly,
and my
it's our
parents.
That's right.
The father was the provider and the mother stayed at home.
Exactly.
And that's
now,
100% turned around.
Yeah, now it's all changed.
But look at the teenage boys are still talking, and I don't know what can be done about this, as if they were teenage boys in the 70s and 80s when I was a teenage boy, and they're not the same now. Things are so different.
It's all changed. And unfortunately, you've still got that. You know, when you're growing up as a young boy, you know, you're not allowed to have any feelings. Certainly here in Australia, anyway. You know, if the little boy hurts himself and scuffs his knee and he starts to cry, it'll usually be the father that'll come up and go, little hit around the head, oh, be quiet, son, it's just a scratch, grow up with your man. And it's so sad. And that's ingrained in you guys, you know, from such a young age, that you're not allowed to show emotion, you're not allowed to cry. You've got to be tough, you've got to be... Says who? Like, why can't you have emotions? Like,
it's there. It's
part of who we all
part
are.
of being a boy 101. It's you can't cry. You can't go.
And today, children are anyway. That's a whole other interview for another day, Stephen.
Okay, so.
So then of course I had maybe I'm a bit of a slow learner. I had so then life turned around. Then life started becoming amazing and created an incredible life. And then that life became all too consuming and too stressful. My new husband had, we created printing companies together. We were very successful. At one point we had 35 staff, three manufacturing plants up the East Coast.
Very nice.
And became very, it just got to the point where it went from being great fun to very, very stressful.
Yeah.
And a world of ink and paper and chemicals, and I was seeing all the wastage. One of our plants was Canberra, and the wastage of the paper.
Yeah.
And I was starting to become aware of the environment and how we need to take care of the environment. But there was no way I could get out of the situation. We're a small family company. So again, I started saying to myself, I hate this, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want time out by myself. And this time I managed to create an incredible car accident with me and a friend. And that car accident, even though I wasn't driving the car, I know that I had a part to play in that accident. And the injuries, we got hit head on and up the back, so we got constituted. And the injuries I sustained left me bedridden for 12 months. So I got pretty smashed up. So a blessing that I'm actually here today, because I'm going to show you it's a very bad accident. So I had plenty of time to really think about things and go, wow, I've done it again. Why don't I start using this amazing energy and power that I've got to create things that I actually want in my life instead of stop creating things I don't want?
Was that a physical thought in your mind while you were lying in the bed?
Yes, it actually was. I was like, oh my God, I've done it again, but I keep doing things that hurt my body. Why don't I turn this around and actually create something positive into my life and start attracting what I really want instead of attracting what I don't want? And to do that, I realised I needed to make some massive changes. And that was to me, and that's when I did more and more self-help courses. I have a plethora of teachers, spiritual teachers that I've had over the years that have just helped me become who I am today. I'm very grateful to all the experiences, because now I've had my own business now for 10 years, helping people to get their physical and emotional bodies back into balance, and to help them to raise their vibration so that they can now create the life living reality that they truly desire, so that they can get away from just surviving and now start to thrive as well. And a lot of it's to do with the way we're thinking. It's also, you talked about heavy and light, it's all about heavy and light. So when we're eating, have light, energetic foods, have the salads, have the vegetables. The hamburgers and the chips and the Coca-Cola, to me, are a very heavy level vibration. Whereas fresh fruits and vegetables, juices, that's a light energy, that's high, so that's going to be. And we all know it. Like if we have a massive meal of freezing fried food, we don't generally feel really light and fluffy after the session.
We don't generally feel
pretty heavy and like crap. So it's not just it's the whole life that I help people to start to shift. So we look at, so the mindset is number one for sure, and then it's also then having a look at, and the environment's a big part too. Like if you're not living in a home that is uplifting and creates pleasure and freedom and relaxation for you, if you're living in a house that's full of clutter and chaos, it's really hard to have a light vibration when you're living in crap and chaos. So again, I have a look at people's entire life to see what it is that we need so that we can shift it so that they're living high vibration as a reality. So it's kind of the holistic approach.
Okay, so we've got, I'm going to call what you do an alternate therapy.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've got a whole raft of them. There's lots and lots. Why did you choose energy healing?
Well, I didn't. It chose me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did it choose you?
Well, when I had my husband and I had our businesses, a series of events had it all come into an end, and so then so basically at 40 I had to start life over again. So I lost everything, and it was a matter of having to.
It's pretty common in business.
Yes, it is.
It is. Yes.
So I'm one of the statistics.
Yes.
So it was a matter of, okay, now
I like to smile when you think of it.
Now what? Well, they're all lessons, aren't they? I mean, hey, I've created an amazing life for myself now, and then it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have gone through all of that experience to get to me where I am today. So I take full responsibility for everything that happened. I learned a lot from it. I don't believe in failure. I think everything happens to teach us, to help us to grow, to become who we're meant to be, and better versions of ourselves. So it just happened that I went to visit my parents, who at the time lived in a beautiful 6 acres in the rainforest in Mission Beach, which is south of Cairns. Beautiful location. And
you don't live in a bad place.
I'm pretty good, isn't it? I mean, this is a pretty stunning area to live. I love water. I always need to be near the water. So, yeah, if you're going to be in Brisbane, Manly, Wynnum, that's the pick of them, from my point of view.
I don't agree. I don't disagree with it at all.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I started walking Mission Beach every day and started asking, okay, what's next? What's next? What am I going to do next? You know, I don't have 35 staff anymore. I no longer have 5 stepchildren, because I was a stepmom to 5 kids as well. I no longer have a house to worry about. I mean, I was free. So part of me was so excited that there's possibilities, and the other side of me was really quite scared to be 40 and starting over from scratch.
Half excited, half scared.
Yeah. So I thought, all right, I need help. I don't know where to go from here, because that was all I knew. The printing industry at the time was all I knew. I've been doing it for 25 years. So I thought, I'll pray. So I just started asking questions, and I don't know whether you're religious or not. It's there for us. It's in the Bible. Ask and you shall receive. Therefore, all of us. It doesn't say ask and we'll think about it. It says ask and you shall receive. So I started asking. Okay, God. Other people would say universe. Universe seems to be the in word at the moment.
It's a secret to me, doesn't it? Yeah.
So I started asking, okay, what am I going to do now? What's next? What's next? And then I started thinking, well, what if I could do anything? What would I really like to do? And I found that through my journey with my injuries, and I'd also gone through a period in my life in my 30s where I was what I call a walking allergy. I had so many environmental and food allergies, and really was getting really low back pain that no one could figure out what was wrong with me. And so I was on a weekly basis, I was seeing a kinesiologist, I was having massage, I saw a chiropractor, and I just loved that industry. Because they were the ones, certainly through the healing with the car accident, because I ruptured my intestines, and then with the cancer and everything, it was the alternate people that really helped get me back on my feet. Because the medications, the drugs and everything, they only got me so far.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, what an awesome job these people have, actually helping make a difference in people's lives on a daily basis. How awesome would that be? So I think that seed was sowed probably back in the 30s when I was seeing the kinesiology for all my allergies. And she wasn't really able to get rid of them, but she was able to just keep me balanced, I suppose. But I wasn't able to cure my allergies. It was just having awareness of what they were and not have those foods, and to stay away from those environmental toxins, which was really hard because a lot of them were pollens and grasses and dust, which of course we have on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But I loved the energy that they provided. So more and more courses. And so when I started asking, and then I started thinking to myself, well, if I could do anything, what would I really love to do? I thought, I want to do what they do. I would love to help people naturally without medication. So I started praying, and within 7 days of asking, my parents had some friends come and stay with them from Brisbane, and he at the time was the moderator for the Uniting Church for the whole of Queensland, and he was coming up to see my parents because he was basically my mum's boss at the time, and he brought his wife for the weekend because she wanted him to come along. And so when I got talking to her and I said, so what on earth does the wife of the moderator do? She said, I do bioresonance therapy. It's like, what's that? And then she started to tell me, and my whole body got goosebumps, my eyes lit up, and I was so excited. So for 3 days she and I did not stop talking. And she said, I don't just have a clinic practice in Brisbane, I'm actually the trainer for the whole of Queensland. And it was like, oh my goodness. So to me, God brought the answer to my prayer to my front door, literally, in little old Mission Beach in the middle of nowhere, to give me my answer. And so that's where that journey began. So I knew after the 3 days of talking to her that that's what I wanted to do. it just resonated with every part of my being. So then, and it's everything I believe in life is around about, it all has to do with perfect timing, right place, right time. I really believe that. Everything happens for a reason. And so everything that I had gone through in the past has really helped me to understand and be a better practitioner now with helping the people that come on.
Sounds perfect. So we've
been doing
reached
it for
that
10
point.
years.
We've reached that point where I stop and I think about what we've been talking about for the last half an hour. And I ask myself, what is it that you have inside of you that's different? And with all honesty, there's not that much different between the leaders. Okay. One thing that you've come back to a few times is a belief of having good people around you.
Absolutely.
And that's standing out as pretty much the primary thing that everyone agrees with.
Absolutely. You've got to have the like-minded people around you.
And then there's more. And you've said several things that I've gone ting. But this belief that you've got in yourself and being able to be led by. How can I put it?
I've got a very strong belief in universe, God, universe. Some people call it force.
Mm-hmm.
The part of us that's connected to everything else.
Yeah.
I call it God.
Okay.
And I've got a very strong belief and a very strong faith in God that I am being guided, I'm being protected, that I'm being looked after, and I'm always open to receive opportunities and possibilities when they show up.
Cool. And finally, you are in the business of service.
Totally, 100%. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I love what I do. And I'll do it hopefully until the day it's time for me to go on another adventure on another planet.
On another adventure on another planet.
Yes.
Cool. So cool. So we've reached a fork in the road, and this is where I offer a thought to you.
Sure.
We can continue as we are and just chat a little bit more as we head back. Or, if you'd like, and there's something you'd like to change, I'd love to help you do that. Awesome. So tell me something you'd like to change.
What would I like to change?
You know what's really amazing? We were talking about boys and girls.
Yes.
Boys don't. They say, no, I'm fine. If they're sitting in that seat,
really?
they go, no, everything's cool. There's nothing I need to change. And
There's
girls,
things
even the most
change.
impressive ones, go, yeah, I think I can work something here. Yeah.
Fantastic. So the only thing that this year for me, we're sort of still in the beginning, aren't we? We're in the new year. This is I'm launching my book this year.
Oh, fabulous!
My first book.
Yeah.
And it's at the moment it's called Energetic Vibrations.
Mm-hmm.
That may change.
Yeah.
I'm in the process of rebranding my business, so it's about to become Vivacity.
Vivacity.
At the moment, so the last 10 years it's been Into Harmony Health Services, which has been lovely and it's served me and it's got me to where I am today. But it's not who I am today.
Right.
Whereas Vivacity, to me, is totally what I'm about and what I'm wanting to create for other people. It's all about being vivacious, it's energetic, it's bringing some lightness into your life and some fun and joy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about. So what I want more of is more opportunities and possibilities to get the message out there. I need to finish it first. It's almost there. I went on a cruise 2 weeks ago for a week.
Yep.
And it was a business cruise where I spent the whole week writing. So I'm almost there.
A business cruise. Tell me about that.
Well, no, I made it. It was just a cruise, but I decided to make it a business cruise.
Yep.
Because I wanted a whole week where I was totally going to be uninterrupted, no social, no phones, no internet.
So you went by yourself?
On a cruise,
yep.
Balcony, and I just spent all week writing. And then night times I come out and play.
Yep. Perfect.
So it's almost there. I've just got to finish putting it all together. And so then it's, what do I want more of? More opportunity to get that message out there, more clients, more exposure, so that we can all start living our life thriving and not just surviving. Because we do live in a world, unfortunately, where there's been a lot of stress and anxiety of late. You know, there's so many things against us, putting a lot of fear into us all.
Yep.
And I really want to be one that can start to change that, so that people can really start to feel great. You know, my selling point or my USP is everybody deserves to feel great. And that's what I'm wanting for everybody, is to get them to really feel great. You know, but to do that, one does need to make some changes. You need to choose, number one. You need to choose. Everything in life is choice, I believe.
I believe. Yeah.
So it's choice. So what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to keep living the way you are, or are you going to choose to make some changes? Sometimes the changes we have to make aren't comfortable in the short term, but in the long term, if we only get to that we're aware of, live once, that we know of, so why not make it the most amazing experience that you possibly can, so that when we get to the end of our life, we fly into that coffin sideways with a huge smile on our face.
You're giving me some incredible
out.
Visuals here. You know,
I know, that's
you?
good. Completely worn out with a cocktail in one hand, just saying, wow, what a ride that was. What a ride that was.
Which
I'm worn out. Whichever one you like.
For you?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
I know you're going to see on it. No, but that's fun. See, I'm all about having fun too. It's all balance, right?
Yeah.
I love cocktails that have, like, you know, the creamy ones with the Baileys and Kahlua. I don't have them very often, but I do enjoy a glass of wine.
And flying sideways into the coffin, you claim to have one in your hand?
Absolutely. But totally worn out. What a great ride that was.
Perfect.
And looking forward to the next adventure beyond.
So, that change, getting the word out there, all I can offer you is today.
Yes, thank you.
And the use of whatever you want to draw out of this to promote
Yes.
the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
But hypnotically, I'm not sure how I can do that. No, because that's something that you've already started on.
Yeah, and that's a physical thing.
Yeah. And your mind is totally and completely in the right place, I feel. To get there.
It is. Totally, 100%. I'm congruent. I'm totally congruent. It's already done. It's just the time that's got to catch up to make it happen now.
So what date have you set down for the book launch?
I haven't set a date for the book launch yet. I plan to have it ready. Ready to go to print by the end of March. So there's a few other things that are in the pipeline that all need to come, because I'm rebranding as well.
Yep.
And some of that is out of my physical hands, because I've got other people that are helping create that for me. So and I will create the date once I have a little bit more of the other things that are coming together, more definite with their time frames.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, would you like to tell the listeners or the viewers where they would find you?
So currently, I'm in Brisbane, south. People hear me say Brisbane and think, oh God, I don't want to go to Brisbane. It's south of Brisbane, so I'm in Manly Wynnum area on this beautiful bayside that we've been driving up and down. And I work from a home clinic because I really want people to be totally relaxed. And they can sometimes clients need to bring their children, you know, if they've got children.
And you have a fabulous assistant.
Can I? Did you say? Or
you have a fabulous assistant.
I do. I have a 6-year-old golden retriever called Bailey.
Who's just gorgeous. Yes. Absolutely gorgeous.
He is, and he's part of the clinic. He's a healer himself, so he's been there the whole time that I've been there. And he contributes. He contributes in various different ways as well. And people just love having his energy around. And he's fantastic for my energy as well, because between us we really help keep each other's vibration high.
Cool.
As dogs do.
Dogs
are total. They teach us unconditional love like I don't know anybody else or anything else. They just love us unconditionally, don't they?
It is amazing. It's something to strive for. Okay. And website?
Website, so yes, at the moment it's www.into, as into walking into a room, intoharmony.com.au, but like I said, it will be transferred over to Vivacity, so it's VIVACITI.
So will that take you to the current website right now?
Yes, it will.
Okay, good.
So Into Harmony is the current one, the new one all linked anyway, so either one will get through to.
Perfect.
So Vivacity, I've put an I on the end rather than a Y, just because I'm a bit more unique.
Okay.
And I'm very excited to see where this new journey is going to take me. Having my first book, very, very excited. And I know it's going to help a lot of people because I only work one-on-one at the moment. I've got one machine on one person. So I know that this book will have tools and techniques that will be able to. So my book is about my stories, my journey, and how some of them I share today, and then how to also make those changes. So there'll be tips and tools so that we can all start to create this life of thriving and raise that vibration and keep it high.
Keep it high. And who are you looking for to help?
Anybody that needs to have their vibration high. Most of my clients, the clients that will come to me physically, are people who have had health challenges that they just haven't been able to find permanent results for. You know, they've tried everything, and usually the calls I'll get will be, Mel, I've tried everything, you're my last resort. I haven't been able to get permanent results. And I love, love, love those challenges, because I know that if that's true, then I can help them. Because it means I absolutely know that things that hold physical dis-ease in place are emotions from the past. And I hold the key to unlock the emotions and the tools and the techniques to bring the physical back into balance. So then we have the mind-body connection all back into alignment, back into balance. It happens fast and it happens permanently.
Oh, okay. Take us out by saying that again. We have the mind.
We have the mind, so I help people bring back the mind and the body back into balance, into optimal health. It's fast, it's permanently. They get it fast, they get it permanently, so that they can start to live life back on their terms.
Perfect.
With total peace and joy.
Perfect way to finish our show today.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you.
Great being here.
Time.
It's been great fun. See you, Freddie.
Bye bye. Thank you. That was good. That was excellent.
Excellent. That was fun.